Hi, I'm Melissa Bill, and welcome to the Business Roundup, where we catch up with the movers and shakers in the business world. Today, joining me is Lily Travieso. She is a dedicated athlete and the co-founder of AYA Sports Foundation. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having me.
So, as we approach Hispanic Heritage Month, definitely it's a time to kind of highlight the ways that we can mentor others in the community, especially in the sports and athletic, areas. Can you, yeah, definitely. Can you start off by telling me a little bit about what AYA does, AYA Sports Foundation for the community and young athletes, and also about your own
Of course.
journey?
So, my name is Lily Travieso. I am the co founder of the AS Sports Foundation, a nonprofit organization that my mother and I actually instilled in 2019, around when I committed to my dream school, Cornell University. So, AYA is a Spanish for her, and it is an acronym, Empowering Leadership in Latina Athletes. And our mission is to support young female Latina athletes in becoming the leaders of tomorrow, basically through sports and academic excellence. And we found that there was a need, especially when I committed. My journey itself was rocky. I didn't know where I wanted to end up. I wanted to go to a high academic school. I didn't know if an Ivy League was possible given our family income and how much and how expensive sports are nowadays. And so through trial and error, my dad was my coach, so it was a complete family affair. We have all this information and education to share, and basically to tell girls who look like me that it is possible to look at schools that way, and even if it is across the country. So yeah, I think with Hispanic Heritage Month, it's breaking conformities and withstanding with your Hispanic and your heritage. And yeah, I think there is some conception for Hispanic women that, there is a tight-knit family, and which is heavily encouraged, but it can be a little limiting sometimes. So basically encouraging young girls that, yes, you can. These things are possible, and we have all the information we wanna share.
That's awesome. Now, what are some of the ways that you do the mentorship or that you provide, like just services for these athletes?
Absolutely. So we have 3 pillars that we go by, which is community, athletics, and academics. So with community, we have ambassadors throughout the nation. I'm now overseeing that program, and it's an amazing community where we have girls from 12 to 21, all stages of life, kind of come together and see the needs within their own communities, and we talk about it. Um, there's chances there for equipment donation at former high schools, scholarship, academic merits, things like that, for our community. And then with our athletics, we have sports clinics, player development, recruiting guidance for college. So in that sense, kind of developing the athlete and the skill itself. And then with academics, the last pillar, we have workshops in career development, financial literacy, academic prep, you name it. We have a bunch of people within our network that have a lot of information with career, even community relations, and all aspects. So that's pretty much how we go about our efforts.
It's wonderful. And now, is this for now? What are the age groups? Does it go from 12 to?
Yes, and even younger. I think we started to within LA Parks kind of called sports sampling. And so for girls who have never played softball before, have never played certain sports before, we kind of are there. We have the equipment. We want to encourage them to continue to play sports because sports is a catalyst for growth, especially for young women. So encouraging them in that way.
And now, is this like all different types of athletics, different types of
Yes.
sports?
Yes. And so we, from girls as young as 5 to as old as 20, even postgraduate, yeah, this we have so many sports that we are typically for softball because I've played softball my whole life, but playing other sports is incredibly important, and we're starting to get into basketball and soccer, even flag football. So yes, we're expanding our sports for sure.
And now, is this a national level for anybody like in across the United States can get
Yes.
involved?
Yes, and some of our ambassadors we have from Texas and in Maine, and so it's incredible the amount of reach we're able to do. It's not just from California, we're able to reach all over the world, and with AYA, we've been able to do some international work as well and have girls travel across Cuba to play. So we have a lot of traveling and a lot of people all over the world.
And now for you, now was there a mentor? I know your dad was your coach, but was there a mentor that stood out in your journey that kind of helped you navigate?
I think one of the things that I really wanted for Aya was to be that role model, to be that person and the representation within collegiate athletics. And I didn't have a girl per se that I could go to. I know I watched college softball beyond belief when I was 10. That's what made me want to play at such a young age and go, you know. But I'd say my mom. My mom is the backbone of this foundation. She is a hard worker. She was an immigrant. She, doesn't take no as an answer. So I think growing up and seeing her in her professional development and all that, I think she has helped me so much become the person I am today.
And now where do you want to take your journey? I know you're in college or you're in the university right now. Where do you want to take your journey? Do you want to go further in athletics or more in the education and continue your education?
Yeah, I am finishing my master's at GW this fall, and being away from sports, I had my last season last spring, because I had one more year of eligibility, and I wanna continue being in sports. I think it's something that drives me, and it's something that I love being a part of a network of people that love the same thing as I do. So yeah, I'm exploring in that sense with sports marketing, sports management, and that's pretty much where I am right now, trying to explore my path.
Things. And I know just also focusing on Hispanic Heritage Month, also it's important, do you think, to foster that there's more Latina female that are going into like sports and like getting further along in sports? And I think, making more of a dominant presence in that.
Absolutely. Yeah, representation is a huge deal for change and for that cultural shift. Us a lot of women executives around the country played sports, and a big portion of them played in college. So to have Latinas in there and to have them within the mix is crucial to have that.
And do you have any events or anything coming up for a in the next couple of weeks, months?
Yeah, we have so our ambassador program is underway for the academic year, and I'll be overseeing that. So, encouraging all girls from across the nation to join. And then, in collaboration with Unidas, which is a program in SoCal, we'll be having a 6-week high school mentorship program for ages 14 to 17, emphasizing leadership and team building for basketball. So that's really exciting. We've never had that long of a workshop before, and in collaboration with another nonprofit. Then, thirdly, we have the LA Marathon. So we're always representing for the LA Marathon and wanting to recruit runners for funding. Yeah, that's what we have going on so far.
That's quite a bit, definitely. And
Yeah.
now, if people want more information for some of these events, what would be the best way to find it?
Yes. So, AS Sports Foundation on Instagram, Twitter, or I guess X, TikTok. And then we have a website which has all of our information, all of our resources, airsportsfoundation.org.
Okay, perfect. And now another aspect I just wanted to bring up, do you have any like other like examples of some of the people, the athletes that have kind of like gotten involved with AYA that have really like excelled in their journey?
Yes. I think one great example is her name is Delilah. And she has been within our program from its very beginning in 2019 as a middle schooler. And I knew from the start, I've seen her in clinics that I've run, and she was an athletic person, very good in school. And as soon as I committed, she was like, "Oh my god, I really wanna go to a high academic school like that." And she was, very young. And now she's at the same school that I was at, So we kind of bred her through this whole organization. She's gone through clinics, athletic guidance, college guidance, and all of that, and ended up in the same school that I was at. So I was, like, the most proud person. I felt like a mom. I was like, "Oh, I'm so proud of her and so cool she gets to represent and continue that legacy at Cornell."
Right, and that's what you're saying too, being that example and showing the younger, you know, generation that they can do it. And then also when you're helping them open those doors, because like you're saying, it is even going to university, trying to get aid and trying to do different things. It's complicated. So having somebody who's been there before is a lot of value.
It's very complicated, and we have an incredible amount of resource, and my father, he's the athletic director for AIA, and he has information beyond belief, because, I was a guinea pig in his team when I was younger, so I tried everything under the sun, figured out what makes sense, what doesn't. Nowadays you have to kind of be in front of a coach. You can't just sit back. You have to buy a plane ticket to go to the East Coast if you want to try it out and see. But that's how I figured out that I really liked it over there. So kind of encouraging girls like, get out of your shell. You got it. There's a school for you and it can be across the country if it is. If it is, go for it.
So great. And so definitely so the young athletes out there that are like thinking about these type of things and want to like look into it more, just contact you through the website or social media.
Yes, absolutely. I have my email, my email. Yeah, anytime. It's one of my favorite things is reaching out directly one on one with a girl, because that's how you make change. It's how you impact more.
That's great. Thank you so much. Really appreciate you joining us today. And hopefully you can come back maybe after like a couple of the events or maybe the run in LA. And we can
Yes.
talk about what's some other things that are going on. Thank you for joining the Business Roundup, where we always try to bring you interviews with some of the leading people in business, whether it be technology, finance, or energy. I hope you tune in. I hope you subscribe and listen, and we'll give you updates for new interviews that are coming up. Until next time, I'm Melissa.